in a small place, in a small port in Peru. It's in the south of Peru named Ilo. Parents believe that it's important to study a lot in order to have a better life. And that's why I studied so much to enter university. I was studying at university. I knew about something, and it's how to be an international student. When I traveled to Mexico, I had one experience. It was really amazing because when I reached there, I wanted to go to Chichen Itza, and I didn't have money because when I traveled to Mexico, it was with not with scholarship. It was with some with one person who lent me money, and that's why how I traveled. But then I request more money for university, and they give me also. But it was that happened after. But in the case when I was in Mexico, I had to work hard to save money a lot. And then I had one experience because I participated in one competition for 1 month, and I remember I could travel free to one city to know Chichen Itza. It always was in my dream for many years since I was a child. And that's why I worked hard to win that competition, and I won that competition, and that's why I traveled to Chichen Itza. But in this experience, that something happened. I realized that what is happiness. I realized that made me happy really, because I travel alone because one friend who should travel with me, she couldn't. But in that case, I felt nervous and I feel afraid to travel alone, my first time. But I realized that I was happy like this, traveling. And after that, I remember one friend told me that once you travel, you will not stop. And that's what happened. Because when I start traveling alone or with friends, I never stop, and I always try to find opportunities to travel and to know cities and to know architecture, to know many places. Even I didn't have a good camera to record videos or to take pictures, but in any case I could do it with scholarship. I think I regret not to work hard because I could do something. I could try to find a good camera. I think I could, but it was not inside my mind. I was thinking, no, that money should be for travel. It shouldn't be for other things. And I regret a little bit about it because when I watch my videos in the past, it's not a good quality. Only the last it's something, but I don't have a good camera to record very good videos, but all is in my heart and it's my mind inside. However, for the past 5 years, I always feel hungry to travel. Always, and that's why I did that. And now I am planning to travel one day. I know now it's lockdown in our country, and I am spending a lot of time in my home. I really didn't go out for anything, even 1 meter. I was extremely close for a lot of times, and I don't know what I will feel when I will go out, because I remember my days before quarantines, and I remember I used to go outside. Many times my life was outside in general, but now it's not like this. Now I am close. I am close for more than 2 months. I asked my friends if they are going out, and they told me, yeah, one week ago I went to the store. But in my case, no, I don't have a dog. I don't have in my family only my sister is going out. But in my case, I'm not. Also, my mother, my father, and my sister, they are close. But in my case, I used to go. It's like I am like a bird, and now this bird is close, and I don't know what will happen, but I should go out because my sister is not now because for work she went another place, but I will do it, and I don't know what will be my expression, my emotion to know the city different with people with masks also. I don't know. But in any case, that is another subject, okay? After quarantine, I'm ready to travel other destination, and my list is so long. I really want to know the world more than in the past, and with better camera now. Some cities also that touch my hair a lot. What I am doing now, and I want to improve my English, and that's why I'm speaking in English, because I need to practice. It's part of my goal, and I need to practice a lot. And also I want to share my experience with people, and of course I will put subtitles, but I want to do at the same time both things that are important for me, to share with people a lot of information that was useful for me, or information that maybe would be useful for you, and maybe you can feel motivated with my experience. And that's why I want to record that in English. It's important for me to practice English, and I really want to improve my English, and to have a good scores for some exams also, and that's why I'm practicing that. And I still haven't reached the level that I really want, so I am on the way. Someday I will. Yeah, I summarize all this video, practically all this, my first video. I summarized with 4 subjects that it will be in the next videos also. That 4 subjects are experience, cities, architecture, and scholarship. My experience are in general, are so general, and in many cases there are stories that happened in the past that is important to share, because some people, for example, told me that it's not possible to do something, but I did. And also I had a lot of experience in India, and I want to share because I have a lot of videos. Speaking about experience are so general, because in some cases that experience that happened to me helped me to be more resilient, and that's why I want to share that experience that I had in the past, and also what I'm facing now, because it's like the life is like this, no? In case of the cities, I want to share the cities that I visited, and also the places that I lived, because I want to share my opinion and also my perception, not as a tourist. I want to share with you as an architect's view, because I think that's important. Not only say, for example, that place is beautiful, it's amazing, it's interesting, because that words should be for many places, but I want to say another thing, like the core of that city, what is important and what is the essential things in that places. About architecture, I want to share with you some places, some also buildings that I visited, because always when I travel, I try to looking for that buildings that are important for me, and there are some buildings, for example, that I didn't like in the past as a student, but once I visited, I appreciate and I knew the value, because it's different when you are learning and when you are in the same place. The perception is different, and there is something that I learned something more when I was there, and I think that is so important to share. And finally, I want to talk about scholarship, because scholarship changed my life practically, and there are a lot on the world. There are a lot of scholarships to apply, and of course I apply some scholarship, and I won also a little, not a lot. And each scholarship has a story behind that scholarship that I want to share, because it's important to know before starting, and to become more resilient. Maybe that can motivate you, or maybe that can help someone.